And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 660. Today is Friday, February 12th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10ish.
At 10ish, and today's a 10ish day. That's my bad, folks. Today's top stories: Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z to settle 500 Bitcoin blind Bitcoin trust in India, Africa. Miami Council supports mayors move to offer city worker salaries in Bitcoin. Andrew Yang says he'll transform New York City into a Bitcoin hub if elected mayor. Darknet's Joker Stash retiring after making over $1 billion through illicit transactions. And last but not least, Bitcoin miners pocket $4 million in 60 minutes, the highest hourly revenue in Bitcoin's history. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at those prices.
Oh, yeah. So Bitcoin today, $46,905, down 1.7%. Ethereum, $1,770, down 1.1%. Ripple will not die. It's the project that is, is the mummy of the
SEC
crypto world.
who?
SEC who? 57 cents, up 9.6%. Stellar at 45 cents, up 0.8%. Cardano at 91 cents, down 2%. Chainlink at $27 is even today. And Litecoin at $183 is down 2%. And last but not least, EOS at $450 is now up 5%. So mixture of green and red, seeing some pullbacks. And again, for some reason, people think Bitcoin's about to enter a bear market as soon as it goes down a little bit. Even if it went down 20%, people would still be at 40,000. So calm down.
People get scared quick, right?
Real quick. And it's funny because those are the ones that don't really even have money. They'd be like, man, I can't believe I'm about to lose this $500. You're like, what?
What is Elon going through right now? I have
was
no
saying,
idea.
you got shifts. Once the money gets bigger, you see shifts where people lose millions in a day and then gain it. So, yeah, it is pretty funny. Hold on, don't get scared.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm looking at Dogecoin going down is at 0.067 cent. I saw some people talking about Doge last night, and they what was it? I saw some people talking about Doge in the chat, and a lot of people was like, "It's time for the full retrace." So people are calling it early. I don't think it will do a full retrace just yet, but eventually it has to do that retrace. And I know it's scaring weak hands already, like I said. So we'll see what happens with it. I won't say weak hands. It might be smart hands on those. Okay, let's check this out. First, top story of the day: Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z to set up 500 Bitcoin blind Bitcoin trust in India and Africa. Jay-Z smelled blood in water, and he said, "I am in." What is going on with this story?
Oh yeah. So just hours after an anonymous source claimed India would issue a blanket ban on all cryptocurrencies, Jack Dorsey and Jay-Z announced a 500 Bitcoin development trust. Yes, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has announced the creation of a blind Bitcoin development trust worth 500 Bitcoin or 23.7 million, along with rapper Jay-Z, for teams working on the project in India and Africa. He actually tweeted this out at about 1:33 a.m. So it was literally overnight. And it's dubbed B-Trust. The application form for board members reveals the mission statement: make Bitcoin the internet's currency. So Jack Dorsey has put his money where his mouth is. He has given money, 1 million to nonprofits, 2 million from Grayscale. That was for Coin Center. He's giving money to Black Bitcoin billionaires. He's giving money all over the place. Jack Dorsey is out hitting the streets. And again, no more Jack Dorsey slander from me because, again, he's put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, shout out to Jack Dorsey. He's been a huge proponent of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency the last few years. And like you said, can't say anything negative. He is doing what he's saying, and he's been pushing the gas on this crypto thing on the main stage for a while now. So yeah, shout out to Jack. Some quick shout outs to everybody rolling in. Please make sure you smash that like and share. Madam Crypto, Robert Kelly, Erica K, Lisa Lee, P Man Van, KBNYC, Zuri, 2011, Tessa, Juiceman, Marcellus, Justin Redrick, Tessa, Phil G, Juiceman, representing the Queen City. There you go, Charlotte Blues.
Oh yeah, Charlotte, baby.
PFC Wells, Dolphin Crypto said, can't sleep on Doge. Dolphin said he's still in it. Leroy Ford, Bop Man. Let's see. Robert Kelly says The Rock. They need board members. Hilarious. Sell that. Yeah, they like, oh, we know exactly what to do with cryptocurrency. Exactly. Let's see. XRP Dinar said XRP is up and the central banks have an agreement in place to use XRP as a reserve currency to provide liquidity between banks. I'm not sure how true that is coming from
Yeah.
XRP dinar, but
Hey,
it sounds
but
amazing.
if it's a settlement coin, it shouldn't be going up in price. It should be stable.
Ooh, that quick. Allison Thompson, Jizzy Mack, Kevin Gorman, Hamed, Farahani, and T Cheat. Baltimore in there. There we go. Be more. I got some friends in Be More. I love Be More. All right. Miami Council supports mayor's move to offer city worker salaries in Bitcoin. That is right. Back in the news again. Yeah.
Yeah, Mayor Suarez. Let's go ahead and give him that hand clap.
The city commission in Miami is back in the news with Mayor Suarez. You actually talked to him, so go ahead and tell us what Miami's doing in regards to this worker salary. I thought he was just all talk. This was going to be all cap, but he's coming back like, no, I'm putting my money where my mouth is as well.
Oh yeah. Well, after making news for putting the Bitcoin white paper on Miami's official website, Miami Mayor Francis Suarez has proposed paying municipal workers and collecting taxes in Bitcoin, expanding a campaign to promote cryptocurrencies. He wants to allow Miami's workers to choose or to receive all or a portion of their pay in Bitcoin. And in addition, he proposed allowing people to pay all or part of property taxes or city fees in crypto. I will say really quick, we just had Bitwage CEO on. I hope he's involved in this process because it would be great to see the Bitwage CEO team up with Miami and actually get employees to get paid partially in Bitcoin. But also too, for the tax payments, one thing I've seen floated out in the cyberspace is that if governments can't actually buy Bitcoin, they will tax you and then give you a huge discount to try and get their hands on Bitcoin. So even though it doesn't seem malicious, this does seem like one way for cities to have that war chest of Bitcoin so that they can succeed. And I mean, the commission approved a resolution 4-1. It did dial back a lot of the original wording. So Mayor Suarez is not playing. The fact that he got it this far, he must have had more in there he was trying to do. So shout out to him. He's serious. Just came from Miami. That is a booming crypto town. I mean, literally everybody there was like, yep, just moved from LA. Yep, just moved from wherever. So Miami is very booming. And shout out to Mayor Suarez.
There we go. Shout out to Mayor Suarez in Miami. What's going on? I think it's Morrow, Colorado, by the way, is Charlotte. The Logic Spirit said Jay-Z loves being the black face. He did the same thing with the Nets and the NFL after he boycotted. Can't knock the hustle, though. Hey, listen, one thing I would say about Jay-Z is that he told us who he was when he came out. It's that simple. So for those who didn't believe him and already shocked and surprised, be shocked and surprised. But if you know who he is, and he already said he a hustler, right? He out here.
Yeah.
He's like, he wanted his chips. That's all he care about. I'm assuming now he cares about his wife and daughter as well. But outside those few things, that man is really about his business. So
I don't know. He might sell Beyonce for a stake in the NFL.
Hey, hilarious, but true. Hey, hey, that boy's cracking on me. Hey, you get out there for a team too. You better stop.
them legs get a little shaky, B.
Hey, you can't hit that dance move. Oh, no. Jay Patchy says Suarez is the real deal. Liz Thomas, what's going on? Ireland down there. Happy Friday. There we go. Yemi O said, what's up? Y'all have me turn off my VPN and back in to see the chat. They trying to plot on me. Hey,
I had to do the same. No, I had to do the same because it's some YouTube search form came up or something. It's not comments. So I don't know what's going on. It's weird. Bruh, it's weird. Trust me.
Listen, one thing whenever all this stuff acts up is not by mistake, people. We come to find that out the last few years. Whenever there's some social media going down or a crypto site going down, it is never by happenstance. So if it is something messing up that's requiring you to go through VPNs, that's because they're trying to probably get people off of VPNs when they're logging in to YouTube, more than likely.
Oh yeah. And real quick before we move forward, let me just say this is the quickest we've ever got to 100 viewers in our history. So shout out to that. 100 viewers in 8 minutes. Let's keep it going. Smash those likes. Share.
Boss up and take the money, Zay. You got to boss up and take it.
Boss up and take the money, baby. share with your whole family.
Smash that. I sounded terrible when I was saying that. I'm like got a cold. Hey everybody, make sure you smash that like and share. Thank you for joining us. What's going on, Kadeem? Yes, make sure you smash that like and share. We're talking about Andrew Yang, as he says he'll transform New York City into a Bitcoin hub if elected mayor. Oh my. Now listen, before I even read this story and I saw the headline, it's unfortunate this was my first thought, but I instantly thought BS. I thought about Shema. I said, Shemov just reeled us alone a week ago with this
Mm-hmm.
same governor talk about changing everything and being the light for it, the technological light for it. And Shemov was in that hot seat for 6-7 days. So they get that phone call. I was like, hey, you remember the summer '98? Yeah, you're not gonna run for governor this year, buddy. I don't
Yeah,
know what
exactly.
call he got, but he literally made that big U-turn out the blue. So I don't know if it's a money move or what. But it looks like Andrew Yang is doing the same thing, except this time in New York. Andrew Yang has plans for New York City that cryptocurrency users everywhere would find appealing. That's right. The Democratic Party frontrunner in the race to the New York's next mayor said he would transform New York City into a hub for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, noting the city to be the world's financial capital. And I did see some of the quotes and comments about this. He was saying that, we don't want to lose this status as the world's financial capital. To be honest, I think they already lost it. Right now, the world's financial capitals have Bitcoin and crypto booming. So
yeah.
not sure what's going to go on that. But what does Andrew Yang plan to do to, I guess, to get into New York City? We know New York is tough on crypto. They're not forward thinking when it comes to a lot of technology. So what does he plan to do different here?
Well, Andrew Yang is not going to do a damn thing simply because New York, New York is New York, bro. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to show up and say, yeah, we can change the world with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. We already tried that. Wall Street smacked it down. And if you try and enter that market and try to become the next mayor of New York and then try to take away their wealth by putting it into Bitcoin, I can guarantee you we might see a suicide by 2 gunshots to the head.
I was gonna say heart attack. You beat me to it. I
The heart
attack.
The heart attack syndrome. But yeah, New York is New York. I love that Melton Demirez jumped in on Twitter and said no one wants to pay New York's absurd taxes plus the tax of the NYDFS bit license unless there's a plan to cut the city budget.
Talk about the bit license.
Woo. Yeah, the bit license is enough for you to be like, no, why would I willingly go to New York? That's terrible. That's how Wall Street wants it. They don't want you to operate in New York, so they have pool with the politicians. They create these arbitrary laws. Now you can't operate there. She actually said, I don't see how any crypto company wants to operate in an environment with high income, corporate, and real estate taxes, plus sales tax on top. So, Andrew Yang, if you are going to go to New York and try to make Bitcoin a hub, one of the things that have to happen is you have to have the banks and Wall Street on board. The only thing I will say that could help him is that they might be on board. They might have positioned themselves to make enough money off of this market where they say, hey, yeah, why not have a mayor who likes Bitcoin? We already have the bit license. We can get all of the money. So it's interesting to see, but I don't really think Andrew Yang can really do anything. I don't think he has the pool that he think he will being the mayor of New York.
Especially now when they coming back on you on Twitter in 5 minutes, like, hey, ain't nobody, he ain't gonna do nothing. Like, it doesn't sound like they have belief. You remember when Shema said it, we all like, oh yeah, he might do it. We want him, we vote for him. And right now people are like, nah, we don't see it happening. I mean, we got to talk about this bit license, people. Corruption at its finest right here. You have the entire city of New York, state of New York for the most part, saying that within its borders, you can't get a bit license to basically do any type of crypto or most type of crypto businesses, exchange and the like. You can't do it unless they give it to you. But oh, by the way, we've only given out like maybe 20, 21 tops since the year 2017, 2016, when these things came out of thin air and were invented. So they're not giving them out to people. Word already came back years ago that they were throwing out applications. Not only there, but the SEC was throwing out ETF applications, which, by the way, Canada, shout out to Antonio. Canada's got its first ETF before the United States for the Bitcoin ETF. So they're not even offering these products. And what's crazy about that is literally when you think about the people doing it, the regulators, the people on Wall Street, there's probably about 200 people in New York that won't allow for cryptocurrency to spread. 200 people max.
Yeah, maybe less than that.
Entire city to really go forward and innovate in the cryptocurrency. That is absurd to me. And I mean, this is literally, when you think about the number, it's literally like 200 people, like max.
Yeah,
between like 200 names on a sheet. If you can get through these names, cryptocurrency could flourish. You could be the mayor and everything. So I want to point that out, that has been going on in New York City and nothing's changed about it. And gang, right? Like,
hey,
what else can I say?
Exactly. Shout out to PFC Wells. He was saying his advisors are trash because he's jumping on buzzword topics, wave jumping. We call that grifters. I think Andrew Yang is just a professional grifter, man. Like, he just all of a sudden now you're on Bitcoin wave, and then whatever is hot next, he'll jump on that too. Probably next week he'll say, hey, I got Pokemon cards. Elect me mayor of New York. Like, anything that's hot, he's gonna jump on it. So shout out to Andrew the Grifter Yang.
Yeah, I hope, but with all that being said, prove us wrong, Andrew. prove us wrong like Shamath was supposed to prove us wrong. Run for that mayor, win, and change New York City. I'm about it. I think, again, this is one of those things where I think people are underestimating. Because you got to remember, if you're a corrupt politician or regulator, you're a criminal. You're just plain and simple, you're a criminal. So I think people underestimate what criminals are capable of and what criminals are in this space and at what positions, what they're capable of doing. But again, look no further than the New York bit license for criminal. Like only you think only 20 people apply for a license in New York? Like, come on.
Exactly.
Jay Patchy, thanks. Said we do a great job. Channel will have 50K subscribers in a few months, no doubt. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, speaking of which, we are at 5,800 and some change right now, people. The race to 6K is on. After we hit 6K, I see it's in that 7, 8K, just like Bitcoin, people. We on the Bitcoin price chart from 2017. Help us get to 6K and we'll do the rest of 10K. All right. Yeah, P-Man Van said Canada kicks ass. There we go. Oh, AUG said so many family and friends are asking me about Bitcoin now. I feel so overwhelmed about what I could afford and mind my business. Oh my goodness. Listen, you feel overwhelmed. That bull market brings people out the woodworks we talked to years ago about Bitcoin who are ready to buy. Yeah, Lisa Soul Level Healing said, why even go to New York? Just go to Jersey. Great point. Robert Kelly said Wall Street pays all the tax in the state. I mean, you're right. That's what it is. And again, from these legacy businesses and institutions, I get it. Like New York regulators, politicians, the whole system is probably like, we've been eating off this banking thing since the 60s. Like that's a long time. That's 61 years, people. I get it. 61 years. A lot of people in power are older or have these traditional mindsets. They don't. Well, they like, look, we know this bag is going to be here, so we don't want to mess with it, which is what Bitcoin and crypto does. We get it. But that doesn't make it right, right? It doesn't make it right, but it does make it true. Darknet's Joker Stash retiring after making over $1 billion through illicit transactions.
Man.
Listen, if you made that much, you better retire, but I don't think you can retire from this one. I don't think the United States won't let you retire. What's going on with this story?
Oh, yeah. So the founder of Joker Stash, one of the largest underground marketplaces for stolen payment card data, is officially retiring after making a fortune of over $1 billion, reports Elliptic, a UK-based blockchain analytics firm. According to their blog post, the site's pseudonymous founder, Joker Stash, said the site will cease operations on February 15th. Looks like my boy found his exit plan. If he started off and was like, oh, I'm going to make $1 billion and I'm done, he executed it perfectly because he got to $1 billion and it seems like he's retiring on Sunday. So it says here the revenues earned by Joker Stash can be estimated from the value of incoming cryptocurrency payments to his wallet. Since 2015, almost 400 million in Bitcoin was sent to the marketplace, with annual sales peaking at 139 million in 2018. Sales drop over the next 2 years, reflecting a broader downtrend in carding activity. So they're trying to say basically, hey, look at this criminal that got away with $1 billion using illicit transactions. Actually, most of his money was not made with Bitcoin. It was made in other ways. But again, this is how they put it out. He, of course, he considered Bitcoin a loan. The site also accepts Litecoin and Dash. Man, he could have had $2.5 billion if he would have had that as well. So Joker Stash, hey, for those of you who think about the dark net and some of these people that work, I don't know how they figured out he was retiring. I mean, he put out the thing, but who knows? He might just shift to another project. He never know about it. So shout out to Joker Stash. Nothing like making $1 billion and retiring on your own terms.
Yeah, I mean, good luck. Again, this is the confusing parts of the story. Is like, for one, you're not going to retire with the United States and this type of stuff. And then the second thing is, anybody who makes $1 billion is no retirement either. You're in a different, like, that's the weapons game. I keep trying to tell people, they don't want to listen to me. Like, $1 billion is the weapons game. People's national defense. You need to rep your country strong or create a country. So you don't go under the radar with $1 billion. Like, no government's going to let that happen. So that would be my questions. Like, where is this guy located? Is he living off of a sultry $200,000 a year or something? You know, how much is he withdrawing? How does this work? Who knows? But one thing I would say, I saw how they said 2018 it went down because of the carding activity. I think we both know it probably went down because crypto was in a bear market. Yeah,
bear market times, baby.
Yeah, it wasn't. People didn't want to turn it in for crypto. They probably were getting their cash back. But again, that is crazy. $1 billion from a market. I think is even more telling about the powers of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. people don't want to be censored. Whatever was going on in that market, legal or illegal, is what people do, is what humans do. We keep trying to act like this doesn't exist in our world. It exists.
Yeah.
Somebody
We're
made
better
$1
than
billion
this.
off
We're
a
better
dark
than
net.
this.
What's
Yeah,
that?
like how they on the news, they always say we're better than this. No, we're not.
Yeah,
This is how we are.
these are humans too who are on this dark net helping this dude get to a billy. So he got $1 billion. And as Paradigm Audio said, and I actually said it in my shorty low voice, done. That is right. That man is done. He got the done. You remember that shorty low? Was that what that?
Dun. Oh yeah.
08.
That's what I said. Yeah, Shotty Low, the legend.
There we go.
R.I.P. Shotty Low.
There we go. And last but certainly not least, ending on a good news story. For the mining community, you always hear about mining. Is it profitable or not? Well, it looks like Bitcoin miners pocket $4 million in 60 minutes, the highest hourly revenue in Bitcoin's history. Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to the miners.
Shout out to the miners. Yeah.
I mean, and again, we're about to see more and more. Just like every day we're seeing the new all-time high, or we're seeing something happen in Bitcoin we haven't seen before. I mean, I saw last night it hit what $48,000 and $700. Crazy. We're on our way to 50K. But with the mining, it looks like Bitcoin mining fundamentals are growing stronger as miners are making a killing from the higher Bitcoin price. How's this working over here in the mining world?
Oh yeah. So this week, Bitcoin miners generated the biggest hourly revenue in history, despite mining half the Bitcoin they used to mine compared to last year. If you know the halvening schedule, the supply gets cut in half every 4 years. So we had a halvening last year, May 2020. And even though last year they actually mined more Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is so exponential now that they actually earn more money. So one thing you have here is the increasing number of transactions on the network and the accompanying fees paid to miners as a result. Miner revenue is comprised of the transaction fee plus the block rewards, as you all may know, collected by miners. With the former is comprising only 13.5% of the total revenue. So in my opinion, as the price increases, if you look at the chart, sometimes you don't even really have to look at the price chart. Just look at whenever we hit all-time highs in difficulty. Because if you look at the difficulty chart, it lines up usually exactly with the regular.
Every time
readjust.
It readjusts. That's
exactly.
A good point.
The difficulty for miners readjust at certain points, so the difficulty algorithm can work. But that's why Bitcoin's so amazing, right? You can't just join as a miner and then just say, "Oh, I'm gonna take over the network." No. You got to figure it out. But miners do get rewarded, and I think that most miners are happy today simply because we're nowhere near the low price at 4,000. Where if it went below that, it would be unprofitable. Miners will be profitable forever now. I don't think it'll ever get back below 6,000 or 10,000. I think it is to keep miners profitable. So shout out to them. 4 million in an hour. That's amazing.
I mean, that would definitely bring the attention back to the mining industry as well, bring more people back. Like those are the numbers you can't deny. Hey, Bitcoin, thank you. Bitcoin said there's 154 people in here turned up and only 84 likes. Smash that like. People to like is free. I can understand the share. You don't want everybody to know you're in the crypto and your dirty business. We get it. But at least give us that little secret like. Let us get it. Thank you.
Or give us a dislike. We always need our
one. We'll take a dislike too. You know, we like to talk smack. Andre Durden said CNBC can't keep Bitcoin out of their mouths. About to get crazy. Anthony Ross said y'all better be watching Judas and the Black Messiah today. Let's see. Great point. I think it's AUJ. I bought 5 shares of a mining company because I had a feeling that thing is flying. Oh my God, that is a great point.
Have you seen Riot Blockchain?
Riot Blockchain, yeah.
Yeah, Riot Blockchain is up like 40% in the last couple of days. So yeah, the miners are getting busy and more people are building mining. I think they have the biggest mining operation in Russia now. Like, I don't know if that was a secret, but yeah, the biggest mining operation is about to pop up in Russia.
Oh wow, so I didn't know that. And it's a great place. It's cold climate already, a lot of space, a lot of land, low electricity costs. Boom. Rose Green. I'm responding to this. I haven't seen many people talk about it. Rose said H bar to the moon. So she's shilling her coin H bar Hedera. What I would say about Hedera?
H bar?
Huh?
You said H bar?
Is it H bar, right?
I don't know. I never heard of it.
Yeah, Hedera. Yeah, I went dumpster diving some weeks ago. I did all my homework on everything. I'm well versed on all things, on all tokens for the most part. But what I will say about it is it gives me the Ripple vibes in the sense of the community is not fully backing it. It's more institutions backing it. I mean, if you look at the list, it is literally top 100 companies out there. So I did get into it as a trade play, mainly because of those companies. So yeah, yesterday I had a great day. I saw yesterday had a great day. I had another great day a few days ago. But Bitcoin, as they called it, I mean, in this market, you can't really miss. Almost everything is going to have a good day. So with that being said, again, watch out for the price on that, because institutions are pumping it, but Bitcoin keeps pumping it. I can see them taking money right out of it and putting it right back into Bitcoin, and that thing dropping. But it is at a good price point right now, and a lot of institutions are looking at it. So those are my thoughts.
H-bar. I thought you was talking about drugs. I was like, what? Are they doing heroin while they trade crypto? But now I don't have anything else for today. Happy Friday to everybody.
No, you just gave us what we needed. Bitcoin's you just gave us everything we needed to start our weekend off. I appreciate that for you. D Chiron, exactly. H-bar is too centralized, like an intranet. That's my point. I mean, it's XRP, people. It is XRP. The only reason I'm even talking about it is because the company's behind. I think like Boeing's behind it. So again, do I believe in it? No. Long term, no. But we talk about tradable assets as well. So I give you that. Ashandi Gibbs, what is our long-term diagnosis of the graph that Bitcoin is going to keep on pumping? I think yesterday Bitcoin Zay said on the Dr. Boyce Watkins, we were on his show yesterday. You can check out that link. I think you called for 300,000 price point possible in the year.
200, yeah, 200,000. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Timothy Grisby is genius season. There we go. You know it. We're going to end on that. Other than that, as always, thanks for watching. We do have some new things we're going to be unrolling this weekend, possibly a new show this weekend, as well as some new things next week. So be on the lookout on our Twitter feeds. I know Zay got the Twitter fingers over there, so he's going to make sure y'all know what time it is. And I'm joining it too. I'm getting my fingers together, people. I've been flexing them out. Don't worry. We're in here. Other than that, thanks for watching the show. Smash that like and share. Have a happy Friday, and we will see you all next week with some more